All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep into crypto this week.
Always exciting.
It really is,
Yeah.
especially with Vantage Plus's latest analysis, February 10th, 2025. Everyone's keeping an eye on those Magnificent Seven tech stocks, trying to predict where crypto's headed.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch.
And now we got DeepSeek, this Chinese tech company, kind of shaking things up a bit. Could that spell trouble in crypto paradise?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, let's unpack all this.
Definitely. I think the first thing to note is, the crypto market is kind of mirroring what we're seeing in the U.S. stock market, especially the tech sector.
Right.
And Friday's jobs report, weaker than expected, just added to the uncertainty. Vantage Plus seems to think those Magnificent Seven stocks, they might be like a crystal ball for crypto.
So they're saying, what happens to Apple and those guys could foreshadow what happens to Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Exactly.
Right.
Are we looking at a buying opportunity here? Or is this the start of a bigger downturn?
All right, well, let's get specific. Bitcoin, what's the latest?
Well, Bitcoin ended last week basically flat, still kind of stuck below that USD 108,500 resistance level.
Okay.
And on the weekly chart, we see a doji candlestick.
Now, for those of us who don't spend all day staring at charts, what does that even mean? A doji candlestick.
Right, so it basically means the market's indecisive. Buyers and sellers are kind of at a standstill. Neither side has the upper hand right now.
A stalemate. So what could tip the scales one way or the other?
Well, on the downside, we got that major support level at around USD 72,000.
Oh, yeah.
And that's also where the 50-day moving average is sitting. So that could provide some support. But if Bitcoin breaks below that, things could get a little dicey.
Okay. Now, what about Ethereum? I feel like ETH always has its own thing going on.
Absolutely, it does. It's like its own beast. But right now, the mood is kind of bearish. However, and this is where it gets interesting, Bitcoin's potential weakness could actually be good for Ethereum.
Really? Explain that one to me.
Well, sometimes when Bitcoin's kind of flatlining, investors start looking at altcoins. And Ethereum being like the big dog in the altcoin world, it tends to benefit.
Interesting. So like a rotation play.
Exactly. And there are a couple other things to consider with ETH.
Okay.
Like, if you look at the daily chart, you'll see that rising trend line. That's a good sign. And remember that pin mark candlestick we saw on February 3rd? That was bullish. It hints that ETH could climb back up towards that USD 3,200 level.
All right, so a little bit of hope for Ethereum holders.
Yeah.
What about Ripple and Solana? Anything exciting happening there?
Yeah, so Ripple has been pretty wild lately. It had that big drop, then a sharp recovery. It's hard to say if XRP can keep climbing after that jump to USD 3.400.
Right.
That USD 1.9500 area, that's a key level.
Yeah.
Break above that, and, maybe we see further upside. Break below, and, well, it could head south again. But Solana's looking a bit more optimistic. It's trading above that recent resistance zone. And the support zone on the weekly chart, it's rising.
So Solana's looking like a potential winner in the short term.
It definitely has some potential. If it can break above USD 250.00, that would be a big sign. Could really bring in the buyers.
Wow. So a lot to digest here. Sounds like crypto's at a crossroads.
No doubt about it. I think the most important thing to remember is those support and resistance levels we talked about. Keep an eye on those.
Good advice.
And, crypto's going to be crypto. Volatility is just part of the game.
That's for sure. Well, food for thought for everyone out there. What if DeepSeek really does change the tech world? Could that spill over into crypto and totally rewrite the rules? Something to think about as we head into the new week.
Great point. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Until next time.
See ya.